would just get the fuck out of the cow costume and you would start being who you truly be, which is an infinite being. And you can do 50 million things at once, and they can say you have ADD, and they can try to give you Ritalin, they can try to give you Prozac, but it won't help because those are all creations of humans, and they only help humans, and you're not a human, you're a humanoid. So everything you've tried to buy in about the human approximation terminus, we're going to clear right now. Everything you are not willing to be, know, perceive, and receive about creating reality with the binary encodings and inclusions of the languages of never perceiving, knowing, being, receiving, claiming, owning, and acknowledging the infinite limitations, liabilities, and destructions of the form, structure, and significances of everything that represents the inversions of infinite intensity of the greatness of embodiment into the FAT program, the program of human approximation terminus of embodiment, traps of human embodiment, and the anti-sexualness of humanness, and everything those represent to and are true as you, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate at all times a Buddha zillion?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, pot and pock, shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay, we were talking about changing the reality from scientism to, anyway, there are laws of physics that do apply to human beings, and then there are laws of creation that applies to humanoids, which are human beings that have decided to step out of the reality of the human creation of this matrix field. And in that reality, there's 9 trannies, and the trannies are transformation, transmigration, transfiguration, transsexualness, transmutation, transpiration, transliteration, translocation, and transmogrification. I don't have time to go into all of those, but I'm just going to clear this for everyone who is still running this human program. What physical actualization of other people's fantasies and insanities about, and the assigns and assignations of this reality about the 9 trannies are you using to lock up and limit your life, your living, your reality, your body, and your generative and creative capacities of consciousness? Everything that is and everything that brings up times the Buddha zillion, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, all 9, pot and pock, shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay, I went into the doctor for 10 days to do an operation on this so-called cancer on my back. There's a little scar, you might be able to see it, you might not. Anyway, there's a little scar there. I got 10 days in the hospital because they called it cancer, which I was glad. My body called it a fungal infection, but they called it cancer. And my wife, 2 weeks before, bought life insurance, and the life insurance paid 7 times the cost of the hospital stay back to me. So it cost me $1,000 to stay 10 days in the hospital and eat Japanese food and be served by nurses and get this little bump cut off my back. And I spent $1,000. The life insurance paid me back $7,000. So I was super happy because I took my wife and my daughter and my wife's sister and my wife's sister's daughter to America for all their first time. I paid for the trip with my cancer. Anyway, so you might think you have cancer and you might not have cancer. You might have something better than, like, I had a fungal infection, but I won't tell the doctors because they don't cover fungal infections on my life insurance. So anyway, enjoy the hospital stay. When every time you get an operation, know that your body needs healing, needs recovery time, which you need to rest a lot, and you shouldn't be trying to do too much in the hospital. You should try to get as much rest as you want. Because anytime you cut your body in any way, you're going to have a lot of trauma energy. And after you have the operation, you can call into my radio program. I'll release a lot of that trauma energy because it'll help it heal a lot quicker. My scar is almost completely gone because I'm slowly releasing all the trauma energy that's still stuck in the cellular memory of my body.
Okay. Thank you for that, Don. All of our prayers are also with you for tomorrow, and assuming that that's still going on, I haven't heard any differently, so we're still gearing up for that. Anybody else that's on the call right now, there's an anonymous caller. Anyone else that's on a phone call right now, press 1 if you want to come on and talk to Tim.
Let's talk about, until they do that, let's talk about my Buddhist upbringing. Okay. So in Buddhism, it's the only religion that I know of on this planet anyway, except Access Consciousness, which calls itself not a religion, that says everyone's an infinite being from time without beginning. And everyone has what's called the supernatural powers of the Thus Come One. Thus Come Ones means you came from the reality, the true reality, the ultimate reality that is not this physical reality. You've came from that ultimate reality to this reality, which is the fixed matrix field, and you now are bringing what you've learned from the ultimate reality, which is time without beginning, into this reality, and you have supernatural powers. The supernatural powers of the Thus Come One, as described in the writings of Nichiren Daishonin, are the power to transform anything in this reality into something it could be, or it should be, as opposed to what you think it needs to be or what they said it had to be. And you have the power to do that, and that's one of the supernatural powers of the Thus Come One. And in Buddhism, they call it the supernatural powers of the Thus Come One. But in Access Consciousness, they call it the nine trannies, the ability to transmorph and transmogrify and transsexualness and whatever trans you want to do. There's actually more. There's secret trannies that they haven't yet revealed, but I know some of them. Anyway, so that's the cool thing, is everyone on this call is actually an infinite being from time without beginning, and everywhere you've bought into the reality that you're not is where you've limited yourself, and you're the only one powerful enough to stop yourself from being the true being that you truly be from time without beginning, that you've always been hiding from, and you've always been the horse that's stuck in a cow costume trying to fit into this world that doesn't need to be fit into. It's Dr. Martin Luther King said, you need to be maladjusted to this reality, and I'm fully maladjusted. I'm out of control, out of form, out of structure, out of linearity, out of concentricity, out of definition, out of everything you can ever stick me in a box. I'm totally fucking...
I'm out of coffee.
I'm out of coffee. I stopped drinking coffee 5 years ago. That was one of the things I stopped. I do it every once in a while, but my body said it didn't want as much coffee as I thought I wanted. But anyway.
So who was just laughing? Oh, that, is that,
It's Heather.
okay,
Heather.
You want to talk to Tim?
Yeah, I do.
Excellent,
So,
excellent.
you were-
I'll
you
be
were
back and
talking
get my
about,
coffee.
You were talking about doing the healing to stop aging and stuff like that. How about things like belly fat? Something like
Belly
that.
fat. Okay, so the fat program that I just read is the human approximation terminus, is what you're actually... In human reality, everything is about negative and positive polarity, which causes... it causes... What can we say? All negative and positive, right and wrong, good or bad, causes reality to be fixated in fixed form. So the fat program, the reason why it's called the fat program, it's PHAT, is because it does help you get rid of a lot of fat, because a lot of the fat is actually the concentricity you created based on all the projections and expectations and judgments you have about your body. So everywhere you hate your body, or everywhere you're not willing to be sexual with your body, or everywhere you're not willing to love yourself exactly how you are, is where you stick that structure of concentricity in your body, or linearity. So everywhere you weren't willing to love yourself completely and fully, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate all that times a bazillion?
Yeah.
Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, pot and puck, short, supposed to be on. Okay, and I'm going to go back to body code on that, because a lot of people with... Your body says there's a lot of toxicity too, so we're going to get rid of the toxicity. I'm going to use the old one because the newer one's not coming up right. Toxicity. You have EM spectrum radiation, which most people do in this reality. A lot of color radiation. Do we need to know anything more about it? No, can we just release it all yet? And I'm getting purple rain. You have a lot of purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain.
I'm going to say yes on that. I don't know what it is.
Okay. You just have a lot of the frequency of purple, which is a beautiful color. It's one of my favorite colors. And actually, my first 5 or 10 years of songwriting was all my sad song days. I've kind of overcome my sad song days because it was too purple. So all the places you've tried to hold the sadness of this reality in the cellular memory of your body and try to solidify it as fat cells, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate all that times a bazillion?
Yeah.
Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, pot and puck, shorts, bazillion. Is there any other toxicity we can release? Yeah. Okay. I want to say, because I might forget, because I always forget to say, everyone who's listening to this call, whether you're listening on the replay, It's good for you to drink a lot of water today and for the next 2 or 3 days, because everything I cleared is going to take time to fully process in this physical reality, because it's not a lot slower, the physical reality, than the thought reality that I'm working on for you. So you also have heavy metals of cadmium. Do we need to know anything more about it now? Could I release all the cadmium? You're releasing all the cadmium from her body, mind, spirit, energy system, and wherever else she has cadmium. Is this all going yet? Does she have any other? No. Okay. She also needs herbs. Okay. Herbs. I don't know what black walnut whole does, but your body wants... Could I download it for you? Downloading all the black walnut whole from the matrix field or wherever else we can get it into her body, mind, spirit, energy system, or wherever else she needs it. Okay, and everywhere, all the biomimetic mimicry and all the biomimetic mimicry you are doing to prove your parents or your grandparents right for the fatness that they were choosing, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate all that times a Buddha-zillion?
Yeah.
Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, PUD and PUD, shorts, boys and beyond. And everywhere you've incarcerated or inculcated their expectation of their bodies into your body to make them right for their choices, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate all that times a Buddha-zillion?
Yeah.
Whoa. Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, PUD and PUD, shorts, boys and beyonds. And all the other incarcerations you have of your grandparents and parents, everywhere you've taken their reality when you were growing up and you said, in order for me to be like them and be safe and be loved, because you thought they were loved and you thought they loved you, I have to take their reality, their physical structure, their physical makeup, and I have to biomimetically mimic it and biomimetrically mimic it into my body so that in the future when I get to their age I can fully manifest their reality so I can be safe just like they were. I can have the money that they had, I can have the happiness they had or didn't have, or whatever else you were trying to recreate in your body. Would you be willing to destroy and uncreate all that and rescind, recant, renounce, destroy, and uncreate all oaths, vows, commitments, fealties, and communities you have to being their prodigy?
Yeah.
Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, PUD and PUD, shorts, boys and beyond. Wow, I never said prodigy on any of my calls, so I'm going to... Every time a word comes to me like that, I have to look up why that just came to me, prodigy. So just before I even look up the definition, when I just say the word, there's no right or wrong answer. What does prodigy, what comes to your mind when you hear the word prodigy?
Prodigy is somebody who's really, really smart, so not me.
Okay. Okay. So everywhere you're not willing to claim, own, and acknowledge the brilliance that your parents and grandparents had for creating the anti-consciousness and anti-sexualness and anti-living they chose to lock into their body to age, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate everything that wouldn't allow you to fully claim, own, and acknowledge their brilliance?
Yeah.
Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, PUD and PUD, shorts, boys and beyonds. Do we need to look at... No, Prodigy's a band too, I guess. Okay. Okay, I've heard of Prodigy, the band. Okay, so is there anything else we can do right now? No. You're going to have to... a lot of times people, after I do healing on them, because you guys are at nighttime, I'm now going to be 1 o'clock in the afternoon, you guys are going to be going to bed. What's going to happen is a lot of this stuff is going to come to you in memory form, in dreams. So if you have weird, wild, wacky dreams, I didn't do it. But anyways, no, it's part of the clearing process. And if I come to visit you in those dreams, it might happen. I've done that before, and I didn't know I was doing it until they told me I was doing it, and then I stopped doing it. It's part of the infiniteness you be and I'd be to astral project anywhere we want on a subconscious level or on a conscious level if we want to, into people's dreams, into people's nightmares, whatever. Just be open to whatever happens in the dream world tonight and enjoy the ride.
Awesome.
Perfect, thank you.
Cool.
Okay.
I didn't bring enough water for this 2 hours. I have a little more water here.
Well, there's a lot of water and beer right here, so. Okay, Heather, thanks. I'm gonna park you, okay?
So besides being in your living room, where are you?
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I'm in Canada,
Canada.
Edmonton.
Wow,
Alberta.
I've never been to Canada, but if Donald Trump gets elected, I might move to Canada or I might move to Mexico.
I'm not gonna go there. I really am not gonna go into politics here because I'm gonna lose my shit all over the place if we have to do that again.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna say for the people listening in California, because I am a California citizen and I did send my absentee ballot to vote for Bernie Sanders.
I read
Please
I read your thing. I don't want to know. I do not want to hear these words.
burn, feel the burn, baby. Okay, that's all I want to say.
And so.
I've never.
Okay, now we have like about 15 more minutes left. So,
God,
does
time flies.
anybody else that wants to get on here and talk to this guy?
Get it on. Bang
if
it
your head is
gong.
shake, I mean, press 1 on
Get
your
it
phone
on.
or unmute your damn self. Okay.
Yeah.
Who's the anonymous person?
Yep. Supernatural Radio. Yep.
Who's the anonymous person?
Anonymous. Oh,
Is that you, Mary Margaret? Hang on. Who's that?
Mary Margaret Magdalene. Mary
Hang on.
Magdalene.
Tim, hang on. I'm trying to find out who it is. Okay. So, go ahead. Who is it?
Look into your crystal ball.
Okay, it's Queen. Okay. So, Beer, go ahead. You want to have some healing from Tim? Is that what you're calling for?
Yes.
Okay.
His name is Tim.
Tim.
So my parents told me. Tim.
Tim. I
Yeah.
know. HIMTIM.
I am. Sorry. I am he as you are me, and we are all together. So I am him and I am Tim.
I got it. I'm with you. Any blockages, which may be minimal, maybe large, maybe small, it's possible either way, that are keeping me from staying in my highest essence.
Okay. Everywhere you're not willing to claim, own, and acknowledge that you already are your highest essence and there's nothing or no one that can take it away from you, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate all that times a bazillion?
Oh, yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, pot and pock, shorts, boys and beyond. So, truth. Can anyone be more of essence than you are now?
No.
No. And everywhere you bought into the lie that somehow you have to go somewhere or do something or get something or release something or take something or expiate something or do something to be the true being that you truly be from all times, space, dimensions, and realities that you've always been. It's called the supernatural powers of the Thus Come One that are eternally endowed within your conscious creation. So everywhere you weren't able to claim, own, and acknowledge that you are eternally endowed, which means it can't be taken away, it can't be given to you, it can't be... There's nothing blocking it except you. Everything that you're not willing to be, know, perceive, and receive about that, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it all?
Going, gone, yes.
Right, wrong, good and bad. All night. Woo! Pod.
Hallelujah!
Mother Mary comes to me. Mother Mary comes to me. Yes, okay, I feel it. Okay, so truth. What lies what lies have you been trying to make truths that if you didn't try to make them truths, you can be the being you truly be, who has no lies to fall upon, we call them HEPADs. I'm going to call them HEPADs. I'm going to write that down here. HEPADs. 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 Handicaps, entropies, paralyses, atrophies, and destructions. All the HEPAD handicaps, entropies, paralyses, atrophies, and destructions that you've used to limit you as an infinite being who already has everything they need and everything they're ever going to be and is beyond anything this reality can ever fathom or comprehend. Everywhere you're trying to fuck yourself out of that reality by using these HEPADs that everyone else is using, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it all times a bazillion?
Oh, in the fire.
Yes.
Burn it out.
Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, pot and pug, shorts, boys and beyond. Woo! Okay. So the good thing is, I never ever have any idea what the hell I'm going to talk about on any radio show I ever get on. And I hate when the DJ before the show says, call me up an hour before the show and tell me everything you're going to talk about. I'm like, I have no fucking idea what I'm going to talk about because I'm just following the energy of you and all the other people that are being truly the being that they truly could be, which is infinite. And even though some of them don't want to fully claim on and acknowledge that they are infinite beings, they still are subconsciously screaming out, yes, 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 yes! So anyway, that's what I'm here for, that orgasmicness. My radio show, my website, tjmusic.org, the ORG doesn't stand for organization because I am not a nonprofit organization. I am an orgasmic. I'm a living, walking, talking, orgasmic energy that is manifesting itself temporarily in this physical body that is constantly shifting, constantly morphing into all kinds of weird shit. But anyway, I have a big bump on my head I can show you that it's kind of morphing into. It's right there. They say that it's not cancerous, but anyway, it's getting bigger and bigger. It's going to explode someday. It was like the bump on my back, but anyway, I like it. It's kind of cool. If I ever divorce my wife, that'll be like the pickup line. You want to see this big bump on my head? She's like, I wouldn't let you pick me up.
I'd give you a matching one, quite frankly. But anyway, that's besides the point. I'd give you a matching one. I'd give you a bigger one.
Whoa.
I think we need to play another song because the song will actually open up that infiniteness we truly be. That it's all up to you. Did we play that already?
Hang on, I'm gonna play this first.
Okay.
If it works. Oh crap, hang on.
I get your picture. I get your picture. I get your picture. Oh, I called the doctor.
Alright, enough of that. Which one did you want me to play?
It's all up to you because that's what we're all waiting for. We are the beings that we're waiting for. There's no other savior coming. It's us. We just have to wake up to who we truly be.
Here we go. your destiny. You don't even need. Alright, there you go. It's all
Okay.
up to you.
So the link I put on there many times is actually this. I'm in a contest at Guitar Center, and I have 5 videos. The first video is that song. It's all up to you. You got to watch the videos. All 5 videos, if you watch them, I'll get 5 more points. I have 250 something points. If I get up to like 25,000 or more points, I might get in the top 10. If I get in the top 10, they're gonna fly me to Los Angeles. I'm gonna perform, and one of those winners is gonna get a record deal, $25,000, and a whole truck full of musical equipment. So I really need that. So please go check me out there, because I'm tired of living in Japan.
So, well, why do you have to live there?
I've been trying to get out for 12 years. My goal was just to be here for 1 year, but
I thought that you got to get rid of whatever programming is inside of you that's keeping you. You don't want to be there, young man.
I'm working on it. But no matter where I go, there I am. So I'm still working on it. So I think this. I do believe that this is this record deal on this contest is going to be the way out. Or my new producer, he's in Italy, and he's on song 9 of my new CD. It's going to be a 13-song CD. We just released song 9, and my video, it's about witch burning. It's called Her Story Not History. I just put that on YouTube last week. I'm going to put up a full one because my software kept crashing every time I tried to download the whole freaking program. But anyway, yeah, I have a lot to work on. So the good thing is no one becomes an energy healer if they didn't have a whole shit of stuff to work on themselves. So every day I'm working on myself, and my wife's working on me, and I'm working on her, and I'm working on my daughter's working on me, and anyone who has kids and thinks they had kids to teach their kids anything, I destroy and uncreate all that times of Buddhism, because I'm actually here to learn from my daughter. She's amazing. I can't believe 2 hours flew by. It feels like I've been only here for one drink of beer or something.
Biggest beer in the world, Anyway, and beer has lots of water, guys. So if you don't have water, drink beer. And so basically, stay hydrated, and beer won't do that. Beer will dehydrate you.
If you don't stay hydrated, stay high. I stay high.
Yeah, stay high. Stay high. And, okay, so there you go. Thanks, Billion, for joining us. And good luck with everything that you do. And good luck with your contest there.
Okay. I enjoyed being on the call, and I hope in the future you can have me back on. Or maybe you can come on my show.
I got nothing. I have no reason to be on anyone's show.
No, but the cool thing is you can be like the devil's advocate. We need a devil's advocate.
Yes, I can. Excel at that. Yes, indeed.
And from the devil's advocate, I have a co-host. Her name is
I'm the devil's prodigy.
Yeah, you're the devil prodigy. That's wow. I'm still trying to think of what the next name of my CD is going to be. So I'm just released song 9, and I've been floating like a million ideas, but none of them stuck. So maybe Devil's Prodigy would be pretty good because